All right, let me tell you a little story because I remember this experience so vividly, and it was honestly shocking to me. So it was a Saturday morning. I was preparing to go to the gym, do a little bit of a chest day. Gotta love the chest day, right? And also to give you a bit of context, this happened in a time period where I just wanted to be more social. I wanted to be more friendly, just talk to more people, and even strike up some random conversations with strangers. Just interact with more human beings, I guess. So anyway, I got to the gym, I started doing my training, doing my thing, and then out of the corner of my eye, so this guy, he was also training nearby, and he looked all jacked and all angry because he was kind of frowning like this. He was pretty scary, not gonna lie. He was in a tank top and some Venom shorts, if you know that kind of fighting brand, the kickboxing shorts or whatever. So in my mind, I immediately go, oh, this guy is fighting. This guy's a fighter. This guy beats motherfuckers for fun. Okay, in an organized context, of course. But yeah, that's what he looked like. And another bit of context, this also happened in a time period where I wanted to get into fighting myself. Not that I wanted to do it professionally or even at an amateur level, because I don't think I'm made for fighting, to be honest with you, but I wanted to try just to learn the basics, to how to defend yourself and just the basic stuff, nothing too crazy. But, I always thought that if I start doing kickboxing on top of the gym, which I was going to 4 times a week, it would be too much. My body couldn't handle it. So when I saw this guy who looked like a fucking menace in the ring, who looked like he was doing this for a while, I thought, okay, let me just ask him. I want to socialize anyway with strangers, so what the heck? Worst that can happen is he knocks me out cold, out of instinct. So yeah, anyway, it was pretty intimidating, but I decided to walk up to him and make a little conversation. So sure enough, I walked up to him, and as soon as we made eye contact, I told him, hey man, so do you happen to do any fighting training by any chance? 2-second pause. Nothing was happening. The guy was literally staring at me, not saying anything, not grimacing, not doing anything. So I saw that he had his earphones on. He takes off one earphone and keeps staring at me. And for some reason, he was still frowning, like he was still angry. And that's when I thought, okay, Robert, it's time to tighten your jaw because this guy's gonna knock you out any second now, right? But anyway, now jokes aside, obviously that didn't happen. But look, this happened, and I kid you not. As soon as the guy processed what I was telling him, as soon as he understood what I was asking, he literally turned into the nicest guy possible. Like, he literally turned into a baby in just a split second. He had this wide smile on his face all of a sudden. He was looking down, kind of shy, a little bit shy. He was also giggling like a girl when you make her a compliment. He turned into a completely different person, into the nicest, most approachable guy ever. And it was just shocking to me. It was shocking to see such a tough-looking dude turn into such a baby, But it was really cool anyway. So anyway, we had a little bit of a chat. He told me that he did a little bit of kickboxing back in the day, but there's no way he was still doing it because he was focused on building muscle, and doing both of them in parallel is just too much. He couldn't handle it. So at least I got my answer on the fighting thingy. But the reason I'm telling you this little story, besides the cliche of don't judge a book by its cover, and all of that stuff, is that, it's kind of crazy, but it's always these tough-looking motherfuckers that turn out to be the nicest guys possible, And what I realized is that the reason why they are so tough or rough-looking, the reason why they work out so much in the gym to look so big and scary, isn't that they're mean people or they want to hurt others or that they have so great and positive mentalities, or they're very strong emotionally. No, it's often quite the opposite. They've probably been bullied when they were little. They've probably been made fun of or pointed fingers at them, and all of that stuff. It's usually quite the opposite. And this rough appearance or tough looks this is just their defense mechanism. This is the armor they're wearing in public, so that other people don't fuck with them for no reason, you know. But as soon as you open them up a little bit, as soon as you show that you're not a threat and you're just a nice guy yourself, they immediately drop everything and they turn into the best people possible. So it's kind of crazy what's happening, but yeah, it's true. So if anything, these guys are going to be the last to refuse to help you, or to make fun of you, or to knock you out cold in my case, right? So if you find yourself ever in a situation where you need some help from other people, and maybe you're a little bit shy or socially anxious and you don't want to talk to strangers because you're kind of self-conscious about it, if you ever find yourself in this position and you need somebody to help you, just go to the roughest looking guy out there. I promise you, they're not gonna laugh at you. They're actually going to be very empathetic and they're gonna help you. Okay? That's what I discovered in my own experience. It seems to be pretty consistent across the other experiences I'd had, and yeah, maybe this is going to help you at some point. So that's what I wanted to share with you in this video. Hope you found this valuable, and we're gonna see each other into the next one. Until next time.